Hi guys, today I've come with a different video. I did say in my previous video that today I'll be talking about what happens after you get your refugee status. So if you've claimed asylum and you've been given refugee status, your asylum support will stop 20 days after the decision. So what this means is you'll stop getting your cash allowance, which is usually £37.75 per week, and also you have to move house. So if you've been given somewhere to live as an asylum seeker, you have to move from that house. Once you've got refugee status, you will get permission to work in the UK in any profession and at any skill level. So if you're not ready or able to work for work and you have very little money or no income, you can apply for benefit instead. You'll also have to think about opening a bank account and getting a national insurance number. So when you get migrant status, the Home Office will tell migrant help and then migrant help will help you in finding housing and claiming benefit. So basically, Migrant Help, it is an organization that helps you find housing, it helps you claim benefit, it helps you make an appointment at job center. They will contact you within one working day of being told about your migrant status. Finding a new home. So if you've been living somewhere as part of getting an asylum support, you'll have to move within 28 days of getting your refugee status. If you're already living with friends or family, you don't need to move, but you won't be able to claim housing benefit, and it could affect other benefits you might get. If your friends or family are claiming housing benefit, it might mean they receive less. So make sure you try to find your own place to live. If you need help getting housing, you just need to contact your local council or housing officer as soon as you can. So the Home Office, they do not provide accommodation for refugees, but your local council will be able to talk you through your options. Whether you can stay in some area depends on the things like how long you've lived there. So if you're thinking of going to the local council will examine you depending on things like how long you've lived there, if you have families in the area, if you're at risk of becoming homeless, they will examine all that. It is worth knowing there are long waiting lists for accommodation, so you might be put in a bed and breakfast or a hostel for temporary time of your stay. You can apply for housing or benefit if you can't afford to pay for the rent yourself. It doesn't matter whether the local council find you a place or if you found it yourself. Housing benefit can take up to 6 weeks to come through. Housing benefit might not cover all of your rent, but you won't usually have to pay a deposit. So if the local council find you private accommodation through housing benefit, you might have to pay. So you might have to pay for deposit there. But if it's a local council, you don't have to. If you need help paying a deposit, you can search for help to rent scheme through the housing charity crisis. They'll be able to help you out by providing you some cash. If you're ready to work, or if you're ready to work or you're looking for work, you can just search online. If you're in London, the Refugee Council Employment Advisor and Support Service, they do have a course that will help you if you're not quite sure where to start. If you are somewhere else as well, there is Refugee Action, there is Refugee Council. They will be able to support you. So yeah, if you have qualifications from your home country and you need to find the UK equivalent to find a similar job here, it does cost 55 pounds 20, but you can contact the UK NARIC, that's NARIC. They will be able to convert your grades to the UK standard, and you'll be able to find out your level in what level your grades are in the UK. Claiming benefits. So you might be entitled to benefits in the UK even though you'll stop getting asylum support. So you might be entitled to benefits like universal credit if you're unemployed, or if you're too ill to work, or you're on a low wage. You can get pension credits if you're over working age, over 65. And you also can get benefit if you're a refugee integration loan. You can get a refugee integration. This is it helps. It is given to refugees, and it helps them to pay for a rent deposit, household items, education, and training for work. If you want to know more about this, you can contact the Refugee Action, or you can search online if you're able to do so. You would need a national insurance number to claim benefits, so you'll have to apply one at your interview with the Home Office when you first claim asylum. So you also need to pay tax and register with a doctor as well. You need to have a GP. Get a national insurance number. So normally you get a national insurance number through the post just after you get refugee status. So if you haven't received your NI number, that's your national insurance number, you can call the national insurance number application line and ask them why they have not yet issued you with one. If they haven't, ask them what you need to do to get one. They'll be able to guide you through it. And then opening a bank account. So now that you have an immigration status, you're allowed to open a bank account. It makes things easier, like paying for food and bills. It should be an easy process if you have a proof of immigration status, but some banks might not have seen a biometric or resident permit before. It is legal and valid form of identity, no matter what they tell you. If they don't accept it, print this page out and go to no. If they don't accept it, then you can actually try to contact a local council with you, a local council or Refugee Action, and they will be able to help you. Charities, there are charities that help refugees, like Sanctuary. There's so many of them. It happened to me actually, because I remember 7 years ago I had a biometric resident permit, and I tried to open a bank account, and actually they did deny me that. They said no, we don't allow biometric resident permit. So yeah, you have to watch that. It is easier to open a post office card as they don't ask for so many forms of ID. You should only open for a post office card account if you can't get a bank account. So make sure first, before you open a post office account, try to get a bank account. It takes time. It takes like 3 months, but it is worth a while. So you need to note of that. Take a note of that. Yeah. So if you need any help or if you need any advice, just comment down below and I will get back to you. Thanks guys for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Ciao. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Bye bye.